At Northeast Texas Community College in Mount Pleasant, a student organization called Brother to Brother is opening windows of hope and opportunity for at-risk youth. With support from NTCC's Gear Up project and communities in schools, Brother to Brother offers peer-to-peer mentoring at nearby school districts.
The first time I met with a group of mentees, it was a kind of overwhelming, breathtaking experience because something you never did before, like really reach out to somebody.
Students adapt to me well because it wasn't that long ago that I was in the same seat they were in, you know what I mean? They can feel like they're just talking to a normal friend about situations or problems that they have.
We're making a big impact in their life because some of them don't get that attention at home, that one-on-one attention, or they don't get to express themselves at home or at school like they would if they were with us.
They really do care about us because, like they said, they ain't getting paid to do this. They don't have to do this. That they really want us to do something, so they coming in on their time that they could use doing something else, trying to help us, and I really appreciate that.
They talk to you about the things that you really can't talk about, with your parents and stuff. You kind of like scared. They help you talk about they talk about your grades. I think it really makes an impact on you.
Roger's been my mentor for 2 years now, ever since last year. First time we met, I really got starting to like him. I saw that he was gonna be real cool, real laid back, never give up on me.
For a lot of these kids, this will be a major influence in their life at the time when it's needed most. We start losing kids in the 9th and 10th grade. They start dropping out 50% or more. A lot of our school districts will not go to college.
The Garrett mission on this campus is to work with students and their families and to get them thinking about their education just beyond high school.
The student that we find benefits the most from a mentor is the student who is lacking a positive relationship with a caring adult.
Brother to Brother mentors have the full support and trust of school administrators and counselors. The key is frequent, honest, open communication between the mentors and participating schools.
Cheered up. I think he was just really concerned about his actions yesterday.
He's a real good kid. He just gonna have to find his way.
We have total input in what happens in the mentoring sessions. Have a good relationship with all of the mentors, the CIS counselor, the directors, and we stay in pretty close contact with them about what's going to happen.
When they go on campus, they report to the CIS person. There's orientation, background checks. Those things are done through the CIS office. And it's just it's a safe place for that brother to brother individual to go when he's a little overwhelmed. Some of the problems that these kids have are overwhelming.
If we hear anything about abuse or anything that can endanger the student or any other students or anyone, we have to let them know, the counselors or the principal or someone.
They see how we affect people, so therefore they contact us and want us to get involved in their school district. And see, that's where Gear Up and CIS comes in.
We identify the students who are in need of mentors basically through referrals and then assessments of the students.
A team of Brother to Brother mentors meets regularly with mentees at each school in a group setting.
They talk to us about what we should do to get our grades up, and don't be a follower, be a leader. That's the main thing they got me with right there.
In most group sessions, the mentors identify students who need and often want more personal attention.
You got it. This is real talk. I'm serious, Brenda. Don't sit up here and smile about it and I come back up here next week and I said, if we're going to go and I'm going to set up this meeting with the principal, you got to be willing to change.
LeBrandon had some difficulties last year in taking some ownership for not only his own future, but what he was doing on a day-to-day basis.
Tell him, what do you want? You want to drop out? man, this ain't much. You could have got this stuff done in 3 days.
He spent a lot of time in the office, not because he was in trouble, but because we were trying to get him academically sound to go back to class.
But this is it.
That was it. That's all he had to do in 2 weeks. He had 2 weeks to do that right there, and he had this office to sit and do.
And he finished that, he goes to the next grade.
Exactly, and he knew that.
He started with Roderick last year, and his grades have gotten better. You know, he's doing really good in his math class. His behavior when if he gets in trouble and he knows that Roderick's coming, he's very ashamed of that.
He thinks he's the victim. So I actually wanted to put LeBrandon to the test and see, well, okay, you're saying the teachers are getting on to you, you're saying you're having a problem. Well, let's go to the principal and see.
You're sitting up here telling us that, hey, I really want to make a chance. You know, I really want to make a change. I mean, nobody's listening to me. I'm staying in trouble. And now we got the head man right here. He don't put it down for us.
I was just trying to talk to the principal about me changing my ways, not acting so childish, like being mature, stop making fun of people, not being tardy anymore, not going back to ISS, not getting in trouble, just not making bad choices, make good choices to get me through life.
Yesterday, after he met with the principal and Roderick, he came and talked to me, and he was very upset because he just knew that he had disappointed Roderick.
One of the great strengths of the brother-to-brother model is the close connection between mentors and mentees in age and life experiences.
You know, I mean, this man, if he like me, he ain't got no money to go to school. So we have to rely on scholarships and grants and stuff like that.
The mentors and mentees, you know, sharing similar backgrounds, that is definitely a strong influence, especially with the younger guys, because they get a chance to identify this is someone that, hey, I see this guy has made it to college. I can make it to college. They can identify with those type of guys.
When we go anywhere to mentor, we want to dress to impress. Business attire. When they see guys almost the same age as them, they're looking at us like, wow, you know, where did these guys come from? And that's how we get the reaction that we get. That's why they're kind of like, well, if he can do it, I can do it.
I think the most important message that they have to hear from us when we're mentoring them is that you still have a future. That's always time, you know, make things better. But it has to start here, though. This is the most important time. You know, it's like a group of just college kids. We're not superheroes. We're not, you know, getting paid for anything. You know, we're guys who want to make a difference.
I don't think anybody in Brother to Brother realizes the importance, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but 10 years from now, they will have influenced 10, 15, 20, 25 kids to make major changes in their life.
The feedback typically comes from the student's teacher, and the comments are things like, I don't know what you're doing, but keep it up. This kid is completely turned around.
I don't talk back to my teachers. I don't argue. I still might get in trouble, but I'm working on that, and I'm trying to get a better education.
I would tell Roderick that I really couldn't explain it, but I really do enjoy the time he has spent with us to help us get our heads in the game. It's really unexplainable, but I just probably have to show him by becoming what I told him I was gonna become.
When you're actually like helping people and you start doing things, you realize, you know, you're not who you think you are. And you realize that, you know, there's a much better person inside each and every one of us.
You can talk to them when they come out of the meetings with the students, and there's a glow about them. They've helped somebody, they know they've helped somebody, and it makes you feel good to walk away knowing that you maybe made a difference in somebody's life.
I really can't explain, but it's kind of awkward a little bit. He's just always there like your conscience. He's always on you, like a big brother I never had.